I am the oracle Apollo. Come share your light with me. These messages I follow, restoring balance unto thee. Do not be afraid, you're part of saving grace. Do not hesitate, let's reignite your faith. Divine encounters are alive. Divine encounters, our lives designed. I am the oracle Apollo.
Thank you for joining me. Your host is Dominique Rivera, the Oracle of Apollo, and you are watching Divine Encounters. Thank you so very much for being here. Today is Supernatural Story Time, episode night. So I hope you stick around for all of the ups and downs and shifting that we're going to be doing here. Today is not a passive viewing experience, but one where you're going to allow yourself to expand, bring awareness, clear, and also shift. So make sure you bring a cup of water to this feed, some high quality H2O to allow yourself some freedom and movement within. So the electricity can go ahead and it needs to move. And it can only do that through water. So be hydrated, friends. Be hydrated. Okay, to your health, wealth, and prosperity. Yes. Super excited to be here. If this is your first time watching the show, make sure you hit that bell. You can subscribe here, and that way, if you turn the bell on, you get notified when I'm live streaming, which I do every Wednesday and Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. On Sunday night, we bring your horoscopes and your forecast blessings. So make sure that you tune in then. And I hope that you can share this feed with a friend. This is some good family, wholesome content. So feel free to share with whomever. And sharing this feed will also automatically put you into a drawing to win a personal reading from me. So make sure that you share. All right. So today I have Mr. Tim, who's going to be coming on here and sharing a wonderful supernatural story time with you guys. But first, let's get to know him a little bit and let's bring Tim on and maybe allow you guys to feel as if though the impossible may just be possible. Hello, Tim.
Hello. Hey.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for having
being
me
here. I'm so excited. And your background is so zen.
Oh, yeah. It's plans in the office. Of course, gotta have that. Gotta have some books, some aesthetically pleasing stuff. I love it.
Yeah, it's very aesthetic and very, I feel like there's like some good feng shui going on too.
Oh, yeah. Super important for the feng shui.
Absolutely. So why don't you tell our audience here, hello audience, hello Irish Gringo, hello Tanya, who is our winner today. So yay, she's here. Hello Linda. Thank you all for being here. Hello Carrie. So please share this with whomever, bring a friend on and maybe Tim has a message that they need to hear today. Tim, let us know who you are and a little bit about what you do, why you're here today.
Yeah, definitely. So my name is Tim Chung. I am a mindset coach, so I work with people virtually one-on-one, just working on their goals and the things that they want to accomplish personally and professionally. Other than that, I love dabbling in different types of investments, and something that I've been really loving and getting more into is my own spirituality, which I strongly believe that I was destined to be here.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I like to start every episode, Tim, and for you guys at home, with just raising the vibration, bringing up a card here with a message that's heartfelt to make us think a little bit about what's going on in our own lives. And we like to call this the good news. So to that I say, what's good? Okay, we have the good news card here today, and we have Whale and the Orca Elders, is what this looks like is happening right here. So let me just real quick, boom. Hold on, Tim. I got to put you back there. All right, here we go. Orca Elders, share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. The whale and orca elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love into this planet, to harmonize it with their song. As they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us actually know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul song. Looking into the eye of a whale is something you'll never forget. Whales see into the very being, and in an instant, you're changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. This card means you're being called to surrender to your deepest truth and share it with potency, to bow to who you truly are, to stretch your heart wide enough to hold it all, to leave your fears, doubts, and everything else in that baggage at the door, to question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. The whale and orca elders want to give you the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings, to drop your hangups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique note your soul came here to sing. Allow the song that echoes in the four chambers of your heart to emanate in all four directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song, and endeavor to see the souls of all those you meet. Okay, Tim, we're bringing you back up. And just real
Awesome.
quick, so you guys notice the angel blessing today is Angel Daniel, and he's blessing the collective with kindness. So make sure that you are claiming your blessings in the comment section below, because the angels want to work with you, but they respect your free will. Tim, how do you feel about this message today?
Hmm. It was really deep, and I'm trying to think about just a whale in general, and also how I think you mentioned they were able to see.
Yes.
Am I right? Yeah,
Yes.
and it kind of resonated with me because in a way, I like to reflect that within myself, where I'm always observing, and then also being able to tap into my own kindness within what I'm able to see what's in front of me. So those are that's the biggest thing that really kind of called off to me. And I'm like, huh. And I haven't
Interesting.
had much readings before, so just hearing all that really just made me think of those things.
Oh, wait till after. When the
Oh
midweek
yeah.
collective comes in, it always comes on, man. Always. So here's the question for you, Tim, and for
Mhm.
everybody at home. Whale Card asks, how are you being called to share your soul's unique song? I know I have to give you such a hard question.
It's a very deep question, and I love it a lot because it's kind of like how like what my whole life's about, and where I felt like I've become very spiritual within my own life, where I've realized that for a big portion of my childhood, I was trying to hide my unique song. But when I actually started to listen to it and hear it and feel it and share it, it started like moving things, and amazing things started to happen. So my unique song would just be just sharing my gift of coaching, training, mindset, and I bring it to not just my clients, but everyone I speak with. That's why I'm always smiling.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Tanya, you know this question's for you too, and I'm going to bring you up now in 5 seconds here. So let's bring Tanya on, who is our winner for today, and have her answer this very hard question too. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right, you're going to have to just move yourself into frame. Hi, dear. Oh, you are muted on your end, so you have to unmute yourself. There we are.
Okay, we here now?
Yes, you are.
Okay, perfect. You had to give me this really hard one. But
I did.
Everything tonight is already just speaking so much truth to me. And just where I am in my life of working like right now, I'm just doing a whole life redo, like building up from the bottom again and finding my purpose. And it just, I don't know how I'm going to share my song yet, but I'm working to find it.
That's as honest and authentic as you can be. I hope you do. Okay, my dear, thank you for answering this. We are going to be doing together, and welcome. Who's this young lady here today?
This is Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin. Are
She's
you
my
gonna?
daughter.
Oh, are you gonna go ahead and do the whole experience with us today?
Yes.
Oh, I love that. All right, fantastic. So we're going to be jumping in here to the divine experience. And for you guys at home, if this is the first time you're watching, welcome. This is a 1-minute energy clearing. But first, we have to do a self check. And that just means tap into yourself and notice how you feel today. 1 being this is the saddest, slowest, worst possible day. 10, this is the best possible day. I have the most energy I possibly could have. And put that in the comment section below now. Okay, I'm going to say for myself, I'm at a good 8.9. That's where I'm at right now. Where are you at, Tim?
Today, I'd say I was at like a 6, but I'm now bumped to an 8 with this show.
Yay. And how about you, ladies?
I'm at about probably 7.5 or 8.
10.
You're 10.
10. That's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to call in the team. And if this is your first time watching, make sure you're putting that answer in the comment section below. Place your hands, palms facing up on your lap, and get ready to do the divine experience for 1 entire minute. Okay, eyes closed. Take a breath in and just follow my narrative. Big breath in, let it out. Let's visualize some beautiful pink energy in our imagination. And we're going to just do this for 1 minute. Beautiful pink energy, breathing that into our entire body. Feel it come into the nose, into the throat, into the lungs. Feel yourself turn pink, 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 pink. Exhale. Every time you exhale, everything that no longer serves you is released. And every time you bring in pink, you're bringing in love and compassion and kindness and beauty and sweetness into your body. And big breath in, feel your entire spirit turning pink. Last exhale outward, letting go of what no longer serves us. And bring that left and the right palm to touch each other in front of your heart space, and we all bow. Namaste. And don't stand because you could feel lightheaded. And put in the comment section below what your number is now. And if you saw anything, if you felt anything physically in your body, hot, cold, tingling, electricity, or if you saw anything or any memories came up, put it in the comment section below. We want to know about it. For myself, I feel a lot of energy here in my eyes and in my temples. I feel the spin, and I feel it anchoring me into the earth. That's what I feel. I feel good. I feel 10. I'm a 10 across the board. How about you, Tim?
I'm also a 10. And like, ironically, we're calming down with breath, but my energy just skyrocketed. And I'm feeling the head thing you're talking about too, and also within my heart.
Oh, thank you for sharing. That's so good. I love that. And the ladies?
I'm buzzing with a 10 now. I felt a lot of negative release and go, felt vibration through my whole body, a lot of love.
Perfect.
11.
You're an 11.
Off the charts.
Did you see anything?
Hmm.
Did
Any
you feel anything
colors?
different? Any colors or
I felt a lot of pink.
felt a lot of pink?
Beautiful. Thank you for practicing this with us today. So go ahead, drink your water if you have it now. And I'll see you ladies in a little bit. I'm going to put you back in the green room. Okay, Tim. So here we are. You're back in the hot seat. Thought you could get away, but no, you can't. So I hear you have a supernatural story time, and I would love for you to engage the audience and explain. Oh, Linda says, "Woohoo! I'm a 10 with Caitlin," and explain to everybody your experience. And you can feel free to start wherever you feel like it makes sense. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna let you have it. All right. So without further ado, you.
thank you. So getting into just thinking about spirituality, the divine. Um, when you first approached me, I was wondering, what do I share? And where have I really seen it present within my own life? And I was able to really dig deep. And I spent about a couple hours just sitting within myself and just kind of just going through my journey. And it kind of brought me to tears because of how powerful it is. And I grew up with a very spiritual family where it was religious in a sense, where my dad's a pastor. So, what was interesting about growing up is that I was taught about some kind of higher power, and I that was pretty much everything that I was supposed to follow and know. Yet I felt like there was a few things that didn't align with me, and it had me question a lot of things. And when I got to the school age of just like around being in middle school and high school, with those questions, I felt there was a little bit of constraints, although I knew there was something bigger. And from the constraints of not being able to do certain things and also the judgments that I felt in different areas of my life, I actually ended up moving away. And I know that when I moved away from the divine or something greater, that's when I noticed it the most. And I truly believe that's when I truly found it, because being absent of the divine, and I think you said it really well when you said it allows us to choose through free will, that when I chose away from it, um, I kept going into these spiraling thoughts within my head where I was very overly concerning, thinking way too much, getting stuck with everything, and I actually dropped out of high school. And
Mm.
with that story, um, rather than my academics, what was more pressing was I felt broken inside. And at the darkest times, I believe that although they are dark and in a way scary, that that's when we're able to see the light at its best, and we're able to learn from the darkness to understand what it's like without it. And um, that's where I really found the light. I kind of thought to myself, everything's going wrong and there isn't anything bigger out there. Like what is going on? And I saw all the pain in the world. And from that place, I really searched inside myself. And I'm like, I want to help people. There is light, there is goodness. I'm just looking at the darkness for way too long, and I just need to start doing good. And when I told myself, yes, there might be some judgments within my religion, there's something greater out there, and I actually let it back into my life, and I went to chase after it, where I knew there was a bigger purpose. And that's where I found it. I started losing weight. I started getting over my anxiety, social anxiety I had that was so crippling, the depression I was in, my academics. I got my GED, almost perfect score. And like as like sharing this, like, it's not to toot my own horn or anything, but I wanted to kind of highlight how it wasn't me doing all these amazing works. It was me finally choosing and allowing the universe to flow through me versus me stopping it and just seeing the hopelessness of everything.
I have a
Yeah.
question. What does
Yeah.
you said I found my purpose and then I started losing weight and I started doing this and that. What
Mhm.
does that feel like? What does finding your purpose feel like? How
It
did you know
was
you found
very
it?
it was very freeing, and it it's hard to describe because I felt that I was given a sense of hope that I didn't have for a long period of time.
Mm.
So almost rather than just freeing, it just almost felt comforting and at ease. Or from having the guidance of something bigger that no matter what happens, things are happening for a reason and everything's okay. And even at my darkest time, I was still breathing. I still had things I could look at that I could be grateful for. And I could make it my own story of my comeback, my retribution, or just me bringing myself up where I can take lessons from the darkness versus focusing on the darkness itself.
Who did you have as a support system during this time?
That's a great question. Starting off, uh, it was a little rocky trying to after I found my purpose. It took a little bit of time to understand, and I didn't have my family to support too much, or I didn't have too many friends. And when it came to support, it happened um, very purposefully, and I strongly believe it was some sort of bigger picture. And I got a phone call at a job that a lot of people I knew or my coworkers at work at my minimum wage job told me that it was a scam.
Mm.
And I ended up going to the job interview anyways, and it was just a sales job. And people thought it was a scam because it was just direct sales. And I ended up not doing well, but I met my mentor there, my first mentor ever. He didn't talk too much about spiritual yet. He did live it, and he talks more about it now. But back then, he taught me to get out of my head, meditate. He taught me how to fulfill the purpose that I found uh, just a week before. And that's when things really accelerated, when I met that guide.
Mm. That sounds like divine timing,
Yes.
synchronicity, and I don't believe in coincidences at all. So
I'm starting to learn that.
what do you feel like the biggest takeaway was from working with this mentor?
Yeah, there is just he was a really big visionary. He would think really big and see uh, see those big visions through within just through building a team and just building a culture that just like leads them towards it. And just seeing how he's able to impact people through his words and his way of being, I was able to just take it in as a gift and start doing that personally for myself too.
Hmm. So when this started excelling or like
Yeah,
expanding, like it started taking momentum on, what forms did it take?
yeah. It took in a lot of different ways within my life, from my broken family to repairing those relationships, and also uh, understanding myself more, being more self aware. I was able to understand that I could do more on my end to repair those relationships and create a great vision for myself within like how my family could be. And when it comes with social, um, I also had the vision of just having amazing friends behind my corner, and then also having an amazing partner. And I was able to create that for myself. So it was showing up almost not just in my relationships, but then even financially as well, through opportunities. And it's great because the divine timing you're mentioning, it almost kept happening more rapidly and rapidly as I kept finding my core and finding my not just finding my purpose, but always coming back to it. Things would just keep accelerating through those avenues.
So, what does it look like today in Tim's world? Time has passed. You've integrated your purpose. You started excelling. Momentum has taken. You've become a new person.
Yes.
What does the divine look like in your life now? How do you feel like they're impacting you now? How do you keep connection with them? How do you keep that channel flowing?
Yeah. I could definitely use more mentorship in this area, but the way I do dive deep personally is I always go through morning and evening reflections and intention settings, and then also weekly as well. And of course, I go through my goals and the things that I want to see in the world and the materialistic. But then I also I also dive deep into the bigger vision, what I'm here to do, and how I'm accessing the divine to this realm, because I've found that I'm more of a just connector from the divine to the earth, if that makes sense.
No,
And
it doesn't make sense because you were
hmm,
completely cut off. The whole screen went black. It
oh
reset.
no.
And then we just got Divine Connector. So, like, that whole little chunk was just gone. Everything just went reset.
Oh man, I was pretty much just saying that I found more and more that rather than the vision being my own,
Mm.
it's the divine working through me and flowing through me, and I'm the connector from the divine to this earth. And that's where in those weekly connections, I really deeply think about: have I moved far away from this, or am I continuously flowing it through me to do what I'm meant to do here on this earth?
So, it sounds like you're taking time to make sure that you're keeping yourself accountable for the
Hmm.
actions or the non actions that you took during the day and the week.
Yes.
Wow. How do you know the divine is flowing through you? What does that feel like or look like in your world?
Yeah,
Is it
and
emotional or
that's a great
somatic
question.
or intellectualized? Like, what is that? How is that knowing coming through you?
It's tough. It's tough to say, but the best way I would describe it is how I got the title of this show, The Flow of Destiny. And it feels as if it's a flow where um, whether it's connecting with someone one on one and beyond all reasoning, even though I've never said something before, the most perfect like form of words comes out of my mouth and hits them in their heart, and I'm not in my head, and I'm just speaking through my soul to their soul and connecting with them, and then we're just bawling, and then there's all this like light and like the pink you were talking about, the love, and then it's just one of those profound moments. That's when I just know for a fact that it's not me, it's the divine flowing through.
That's very articulately said. I had this running
Thank
joke
you.
when I had my center howl that
Hmm.
if I could clean our carpets with tears from the clients, and that's how I would gauge how well of a job I was doing. I said, if someone's not leaving my store crying their eyes out, I did not do a good job today. And we did not do a good job today. That was like the running joke. Um,
Interesting. Yeah.
yeah, because that's the clearing, the releasing, it's happiness, it's
Yeah.
everything. It's everything. So where is this flow of divinity taking you now, Tim? Where is the flow in your life guiding you toward?
Yeah. It's guiding me towards community. And I love one-on-one connection. I love working with people. And what I've what I've really like saw and like received from like the divine is that the world needs it, especially right now. And for like, yes, there was always division. Yes, there was always this side or that side or whatever, whatever it is. But then just understanding of how much more powerfully I can connect with more people through the internet, and also just through just me tapping into the divine. Um, that's the next step. Go bigger, more hearts, more souls, more minds to bring all together. Because I do believe that in our core we are light, and unfortunately there are some traumas and things that do come our way. That's why it's literally so important to make sure that we're able to be around others, to connect with others, especially people that have like are working through, like with the divine through us, because it can break those blockages, it can break down those walls, so we can come back to the center of our light and share that with everyone.
Oh, that's so pretty. Thank you, Tim. So before we get into the rest of your story, whatever you want to share, let's go to commercial break and then we'll come back with the rest of Tim's story. You are watching Divine Encounters. I am your hostess, Dominique Rivera, the Oracle of Apollo, and shout out to our sponsor, Intention Pen. Intention Pen, you can use code Oracle7 for free engraving. This is a very beautifully made, handmade pen by a Reiki master. He lays out the woods. It has gunmetal finish with 24 karat gold plated as well. This one is called the Muse Pen. So make sure you get your pen at intentionpen.com. It will assist you in the manifestation of things, journaling. I love goal setting with this pen. I have created so much with this pen. I actually got a second one because of how much I love it. So if you would like a tool, a spiritual tool to set your intentions charge, and especially made just for you, intentionpen.com, Oracle 7. All right, let's bring Tim right back up here. Tim, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
So, is there anything else that you wanted to add to your story?
Yeah, there's one last portion I'd love to share. And by the way, that pen is awesome. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yes, please do. It's like it's a sexy pen. Can I say that about a pen? But it is.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's smooth. It's nice.
Very
It feels
sexy.
good. It feels very powerful when you write with it. In the first
Cool.
16 days of owning it, I set an intention for 20,000 followers. So I gained 7,000 followers in 30 days with this pen.
Wow.
It impressed me.
Very cool. So getting back into my story, it was a moment after I found the light where what was interesting was when I found myself forgetting about it. And I think it's very important to talk about, because within just everything in the world, I find it super fascinating how everything is always constantly vibrating in a certain type of frequency, whether it's just a crystal or just even just how our cycle of life goes within, like when we have our lows and our highs. And when I had a lot of amazing things happen right after high school, and when I went back to the Divine, things were really great. And as a high school dropout, I've created a 6-figure income for myself. I had an amazing significant other. Family was great. And what I didn't know at the time, but what ended up happening was within the light and everything around myself, I forgot to keep letting it flow through me. I ended up just going out eating at amazing restaurants. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. This tastes good. I ended up indulging in things that was more instant gratification than the bigger purpose, the bigger vision that I've always created for myself. And it got to the point where, although those things were amazing and I love to have those things, that there was still something missing. It was hey, this isn't your destiny, your purpose. This comes along with it, but being in the light too long, that's where I just got a little distracted, and I ended up leaving my job. I'm being like, oh, I'm going to become an amazing business owner, do this and this. Everything's going to be bright and light again, or still. But then what ended up happening was I started road tripping the United States and I did that for about a year. So amazing adventures. I was just going through different national parks, connecting with nature, and it was interesting. The Divine was like almost screaming at me, just being like, "Hey, you're having a lot of fun, but this is not the path." Car problems, financial things that would pop up here and there, just a bunch of different adversity that would come our way, and then ultimately the pandemic stopping us from almost anyone from traveling. And I was like, wait, this is my nomadic lifestyle. I'm gonna be locked in at my home, like I can't travel anymore. I'm trying to hit all 50 states. And what was interesting was that as much as I was still doing these reflections here and there and stuff, I forgotten about the Divine, and I actually didn't even have that moment to think about the bigger vision. And being put in my place back at home, business being stuck, everything kind of like going the opposite direction, I kind of just sat there binge watching Netflix and doing this and this and just trying to make myself feel better even though I was stuck. And I remember this feeling. I used to use video games back in the day when I was trying to put off my true purpose. So turned it all off, sat and really dived in. I'm like, wow, this bigger vision, all this stuff that I truly cared about, my purpose of helping others and healing this world. I'm not doing that. I'm sitting here watching TV. So it was very intense, and I knew for myself, like I haven't been working for a long time. I've been just, I had some passive income, so that's where the cash flow was coming in. But then it wasn't serving other people. So I ended up finding it again, hired some more mentors and got more spiritual, started going to events, got more in touch with it, and things started to flow again. And I guess the moral of that portion of the story is to make sure, like, as things get better, as things have become great when you do access the Divine again, make sure we're always on track with it, because it's so easy to forget about it when things are good.
Stay grounded.
Yes, stay grounded.
And that's going to keep you in balance, that flow, and it's that equal give and take. And I tell my students, once they start tapping into that well of divine energy, it can be so easily to stay there. It can be so easy to go, well, I love the way I feel when I'm there, so I don't want to come back here. So there can be too much of staying up there. We become too aloof. That's when the problems start to arrive, because we're ignoring that we're from both worlds. We're from spirituality, but we're also physical. So we have to make sure we stay in that grounded space where we don't have too much of one overthrowing the other. And I see this sometimes happen with people who are earthbound angels or who remember their past lives. They just want to go home. And so they try to stay there for as long as they can, but then their existence here doesn't feel good. When this is heaven, this can be heaven on earth if we so choose it to be for ourselves. You have a question. So, what do you do to keep yourself on track? Because it really is so easy to get caught up doing the day to day life and kind of hit that block like you are talking about, Tim.
Yeah, it is so easy to get caught up with the day to day because it's right here. We got bills to pay, we got things to do, we got people asking us to go get a meal with them or to come over or
Kids,
whatever it is.
appointments,
Kids
responsibilities.
screaming at us. And as much as I don't have kids personally, but as much as kids will kind of nudge you to remember that they're there, the divine will as well. And when I think of this question, it almost makes me think the number one thing that I have seen for myself, and I do try to practice as much as I can, is to be aware. Look for those signs that the divine is giving you. Where can they contact you? Is it through a mentor? Is it through your social circle? Is it through someone you love? Like, where is the divine like letting you know I'm here? And spend more time there.
That's a really good point. Where, I've never heard anyone explain it that way. Where are they contacting you? And, they're always going to contact you to you. But when you're first learning about this, it's easy for it to be communicated through a video podcast, a mentor, like you said, or a passerby. And to that, I say making sure that we spend time with ourselves additionally so that we can create that open channel, that open flow in that time. And, the divine isn't going to always be something grand. We expect like sparkles and lights and explosions for their intercession. But really that nudge kind of like, maybe I should write in my journal today. Maybe I should take a bath with Epsom salt. When you get that, like, it's like a very subtle, like, thought of I should do this. And it's typically something for you, which, oh no, let's not be selfish. Well, child, we have to be selfish. We have to be spiritually selfish so we can refill our cup so that we can pour into the cups of others. Otherwise, we're just giving of nothing, just emptiness, right? Tim, it has been amazing having you today. Thank you so much for being here. If there's anybody out there in any land viewing this, where could they get a hold of you if they so needed a mentor or a coach such as yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I use Instagram the most out of all the social media platforms. I am on Facebook a little bit, but then also we have our email right over here. Oh. Yeah, if you shoot me an email, I should be able to see it and get back to you. I'm also more than happy with giving my phone number out as well once you do get to connect with me and I get to know you more. So yeah, let's talk. I love meeting more people and talking about anything related to the divine or anything about life in general.
And let's not forget, aren't you on a little show once a month? I don't know.
Yes.
Can we, because I mean, from what I recall, I think it might be called Ask the Experts, and you're one of these experts?
Yeah. So Lauren Michael Harris has a monthly show where it's called Ask the Experts, and we go into social media within my portion of it. And I just show different tips and tricks on social media you can use to build stronger relationships and also build amazing, true fans that not just like love you and trust you, but then also become a part of your community.
I love that. And you know what else I love? Tapping into our intuition. So to that I say, grab the husband, grab the kids, grab the wife, and Tanya, you know you're coming up here, right? And we're about to play the Apollo games. Okay, so this is what we're doing now. we're going to play the Apollo games. This is for building your intuition. In our day-to-day world, we're met with so many choices. We make thousands of choices every single day. So this allows us to teach ourselves which one is the best for us. So that intuitive aspect of ourselves can guide us when we have difficult choices to make. So today's question is a little bit different. I went a little bit crazy. And basically, I'm asking, what color do you think the angel lands on? Because I'm throwing an angel all crazy. What color do you think is going to land on? Here's your options. Angel toss. I'm going to toss this angel. What color will she land on? Will she land on purple, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, or red? Put your comment in the comment section below now.
I think probably blue or purple.
Okay, but you only get one answer. So take a second, get out, and then come back to me in 5 seconds. Okay, everyone at home, put your comments in the comment section below. And if you get it right, you're going to get from me, the Oracle of Apollo, a social distancing high five. High five. Okay, Tim, you are first here, sir, because you're in the hot seat. What color from the rainbow do you think? Do you need to see the colors again?
What's interesting was that I thought blue right off the bat, and then she also said blue, and I was like, what?
Linda's also saying blue.
Oh, Linda. Wow, powerful color. Yeah, let's go with the blue. So
all right,
many things are hinting at it.
Okay, we're locking in blue. That's your final answer?
Yes.
I'm going with purple.
Okay, and that is your final answer?
Yes.
I'm going with blue.
And that is your final answer?
Yes.
All right. Let's see what the answer is. Hold on. I got to find the clip. It's down here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Angel toss. I'm going to toss this angel. What color will she land on? Will she land on purple, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, or red? Put your comment in the comment section below now. Smash the heart if you played along. Reveal time. Fail. Reveal time. Did you say yellow? But Joanna got it. So high five to Joanna at home. You did such a great job. And remember, there are no losers here in Divine Encounters, just another chance to practice. The more we practice, the more in alignment we'll get, and it gets easier and easier. And it wouldn't hurt to follow my TikTok, the Oracle of Apollo, because I post pretty much several games a week for you guys to practice your intuition. And Joanna says, yes. All right. So thank you all for that. I'm going to put you guys now all in the back in the green room. They have some aloe. There's a massage lady. Enjoy some. You know what? I think Tim brought some crystals you guys could play with too. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, ladies and gents, we're going to be jumping into the midweek collective energy check-in. This is a reading for the collective, for everybody at home. So let's see what is in the forecast.
There is a button. It's a very sexy button. It says subscribe on it. I wish I could click on it, but YouTube won't let me.
Okay, so this is how this is going to work. We're going to be pulling 3 cards. The first card is going to be the foot of the mountain. These are the strengths that you're taking into your journey. The second card is going to be the mountain itself. These are the challenges or obstacles that you may have to overcome. And the third card is going to be the summit. This is what happens when you reach the top of the mountain, and it's basically the prediction for the overall journey. So let's see what we have here. For the first card at the foot of the mountain, there's a bell in my way. There you go. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Interesting, because it kind of feels like we're all talking about that purpose that Tim was speaking about today. Finding what feels heartfelt, what is in alignment, and let people bring that energy to you. This could even be finding a mentor. Essentially, though, this king of water, it's a king, right? So he is already knowing who he is. He is submerged in emotions here. He has a lot of different kind of fish, a lot of different energy. There's a dolphin, which is very playful because you can be a king, but also be in your joy. And so I want to say here, just make sure that you know who you are. Respect yourself. Ensure other people respect you and your boundaries, and allow yourself to discover what fills your heart is what I want to say here. What is filling your heart with the King of Water? Here is card number 2. This is the mountain, the obstacles. Learning from your mistakes. For this, I want to say sometimes things repeat in our lives again, like a pattern or like a same story. Maybe you moved, but you meet somebody new who reminds you of somebody from the past. And the reason this comes up is because it's like saying, are you still implementing what you've learned? Are you still creating boundaries? Are you still taking time to submerge yourself under the water, to discover what's beneath there, giving yourself heartfelt advice, allowing yourself to be of service as well? Learn from your mistakes, knowing what didn't work in the past or how you could have changed the past. And if you ever have a story like this is how I could have changed it to benefit it, it might be that you're going through a cycle again where you might see the same pattern arise. So with this new knowledge, make sure that you are connecting to what your heart wants you to do. Okay. And then we have here for summits, the outcome card. You are good enough. I love this. Look how beautiful this card here. Full moon and Virgo. You're good enough. You have everything you need inside of you. And if for some moment you think that I need to look like her or be like them or have this, that, and the third, just like this full moon represents fears. Those are just fears. We might get triggered sometimes by low self-worth beliefs, but just like how quickly it triggers, you can say, no, this is no longer my truth, and pull it out of you and allow it to just go to the side and recognize in that knowing, in that kingly or queenly knowing that you have everything you need to be successful, to be valuable, you're deserving of love, you're deserving of kind friendships, you're deserving of purpose. And all of these things can be yours and are yours as long as you recognize in yourself that that is true. And let's see what the animal is for the week. Everybody gets a totem animal. The animal that will help you is giraffe. Archangel Jophiel is here. Giraffe says, aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom. If you're learning from your mistakes, then you're stepping into that kingly wisdom and you're going to be able to recognize and have foresight. Love this. Ensure you're calling on giraffe. And then finally, we have here a message from heaven in case anyone needs to hear a special message. And the message from heaven today is, I am here helping you. Specifically, I want to say that they're not just helping you, but they're like in front of you. They're leading the way. I feel like doors are opening and you're wondering, why are these doors opening? How is this moving so quickly and effortlessly? That is your ancestors helping you. And finally, we have our angel blessings. Angel blesses the collective with ease, simplicity, right? And then Angel Michael blesses us with courage. So make sure you're claiming your blessings in the comment section below because they are blessings and the angels want to assist you, but they respect your free will. All right, let's bring everybody back on. All right, Tim, what do you feel about this collective message today?
Wow. Wow. It was pretty amazing because I really loved how every single thing like directly spoke to me, especially when you mentioned about the dolphin with the king, because other than knowing who I am and also understanding my vision in the divine and getting just being very clear on that, I love play so much, and I love having all these different aspects of my life that that doesn't really hinder it, but then it kind of uh, like flows with my purpose that the divine has given me, and also with the charity as well and the giving heart. Um, I'm always giving and loving, and I, I, I just know that that's what life's about, and that's
Oh,
what the divine's about as well.
I agree. I definitely agree. Okay, let's bring Tanya and see what she thinks.
Awesome.
Tanya, how did you feel about this message today?
The whole thing, just like this whole show tonight, has just resonated with me so much. And I'm just coming out of the darkest part of my life that I've ever experienced and working on finding my purpose and everything. And I feel like I've been replaying those lessons over and over and over. And it's like, okay, I'm finally getting it now. So I feel like I'm finding, where what I'm supposed to do. And then the angel card, the other message from heaven was great. I'm here helping you. My last card from Sunday was that someone that I lost is a guardian angel to me. And then this just follows that up.
Yeah, that's really synchronized. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. So my heart, guess whose turn it is? It's your turn. Are you ready for your cards?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what we have here for you. And if you want to be here and receive a personal reading, make sure you're sharing this or commenting a friend's name in the comment section below. Okay, let's see what we can. Can we do four cameras? Oh, yes, we can. Huzzah, 4 cameras. Okay, we have here the Queen of Water. We just talked about the king, and you're the queen. This makes perfect sense. Tender-hearted and pathetic, patient and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. And as being the Queen of Water, she's the most sensitive of all the queens. So, just saying, you feel a lot.
I'm pretty sensitive.
Here we go. This is kind of in alignment with your message from heaven. Death is an illusion. So they're jumping right in here before we even get to the message from heaven and letting you know. I feel like they're letting you know, you think not having a body could stop me? That's kind of like, that's actually, it gave me, oh my God, they're making, who is this? Wait a minute. There's somebody here. Somebody very hilarious is here. And they said, because Red Bull gave me wings. Oh my goodness. These are the words that are coming in. Somebody here has a very great jovial personality. Very fun and funny personality. Let's keep moving here. But they're letting you know death is an illusion. So if you feel like something has left, there is something always willing to replace that. Something that's for your highest and greatest good, your highest and greatest healing. The reason that you're still here is because there is still something for you to do. So the past, we let it go. Everything has a cycle. We have to recognize and honor that cycle, but then also recognize that something is budding beneath the surface. What do we have here as your summit? The outcome, meditate and contemplate. So with that Queen of Water saying that you're so sensitive, it's kind of like now it's time for you to focus that sensitivity into one direction. So that way it starts to make sense. I feel so much confusion around you where just everything is, I feel like I'm grasping at straws. Where do I go? How do I get there? And let's see what we have. Oh, I love this for you, my heart. Butterfly, be ready to transform in the wisdom. So you're on your way there. You've asked, they've heard, you're in alignment. I feel you doing the steps and taking the actions, and your metamorphosis is right around the corner. So trust in that, okay? And then your message specifically just for you from heaven is, I am so much better now. And I also feel like the rainbow has a special meaning for you from them. So recognizing that when you see the rainbow, this is a message from them for you. Yeah, I feel really good about that. And let's see here. I also feel like this spirit that is jovial, they're just elated. They're just so happy that this is such a, I feel like they would have been around you when you were small. Because I even see like I'm tying skater shoes. What are they called? With the 4 wheels. Roller skates. All right, you got 3 blessings real quick as we close out today's segment. Angel Ariel blessing you with spirituality. What did I say? You're already there. They heard you. They're giving it to you. Look at this. Freedom. This is freedom from guilt. You're holding a lot of guilt and shame around like idea of like, oh, like I messed up. I'm not good enough. Nope. They're giving you freedom from that. Those are And sweetheart, Angel Michael is blessing you traveling. This is movement or physical travel. Keep these angel blessings for you. Go back, screenshot them, put them in your phone. Call these angels in, and they're going to work with you. I hope this resonates with you. Do you have like a 30-second thought for me as we close out the program? I know, I just put you on the spot, Tanya.
Everything. Yeah, everything is just so spot on. I'm all sensitive and, emotional right now.
That's okay. As I hope this served your heart. Thank you, everybody at home, for
Absolutely.
being here. Thank you, Tim, for being wonderful and also experiencing this with us. I hope that everybody goes forward and creates divine experiences in their own life, because that's why we're here. So go forward in love, light, and wisdom to know thyself, to love thyself, and remember the divine always has your back. Ciao.